Yo, 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 social media. You know what time it is. It is telling me you are now live. Welcome to Gridiron Gains. Welcome all, and welcome. Y'all can hear the smooth sounds of my brother Roe the Chef hitting you with that hip hop Christian soul. You know what I mean? Listen, man. Listen. I am excited. And I'm going to tell you why I'm excited. Because tonight, or today rather, we have a very special guest that's going to be joining us. Man, this brother's story is so impactful. You're not going to want to miss this episode, man. As we're waiting on him to join in, just to give some insight on some things. A lot of times we have gone through things in our life to where we believe these are just some of the worst times that we've ever gone through, right? But what I've come to realize is that God is a God of balance, right? And so with him being a God of balance, you come to understand that all adversity works in our favor in order to build us and prepare us for the place that he's wanting to move us and to position us, right? And so when we think back on these particular things, I want you to think about any situation that you've been through to where you were like, man, I don't understand how I'm going to get through this. I don't understand why this is happening to me, because that's a lot of times our thought process things are happening to us as opposed to for us, right? But then I want you to think about what it looked like on the other end, right? What did that situation, what did that process look like? And when you overcame it, were you the same person or were you better for it, right? And at the end of the day, that's subjective, right? Because it's all about our perspective. It's all about how we view things, okay? So I want us to think about that when we get ready to hear this young man's story. So let's see. Let me see if I can reach out to him real quick. Let's see if we can reach out to him. It is a beautiful day here in Dallas, Texas. All right. And there he is, right on time. I'm excited for this one. Let's see. Accept. Don't hate on him, IG. Let him in, IG. Let him in, IG.
My
Stop hating on
dog.
my brother. Let my brother in.
My dog. My dog.
Man.
What's happening, man?
Listen, bro. I've been telling people I had to do a little intro for you before you got on, my dude. You know what I'm saying? You one of them ones, bro. So I had to do that for you. Hey, man. Look, we gonna jump into this, but I gotta do this. I gotta introduce you right, man. Listen, so for all those that don't know, this is my brother from another mother, man, Mr. Delvin Breaux. And the thing that I want to talk about real quick, man, is your journey is one of perseverance and defying the odds, man. Like you had, we'll get into this, but you had a devastating neck injury that you were able to overcome in high school, and you refused to let that adversity and other things deter you from what you believed your purpose was at that particular time, which was to allow God to use you to be on a platform to where everybody could truly understand who you are, man. And through your work ethic, and just your faith in God, man, we are where we are today, brother. So it is my honor and pleasure, everybody on Gridiron Gains, to welcome the one and only Mr. Delvin Breaux. Absolutely, sir. Welcome to the show, man. How you doing, brother? How you feeling? How you living?
Man, my dude, I appreciate you, man. That's love, bro. That's love, man. I'm feeling wonderful, man. I'm feeling amazing, actually, man. So I appreciate you for having me on, man. Appreciate you for having me with the Gridiron Game, man. So, hey, it's up, man.
We up, man. We here, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell everybody, man. You can tell where a brother from, like NOLA is its own place, man. Like you can tell that you from there because all you gotta do is see them U's, them E's, them A's, and them X's and names, bro. And we know exactly we know exactly where we coming from, man. Look,
Yeah.
it's a city that's rich in culture, man, but it also has its own challenges. Like, how did your environment influence your perspective and your drive?
I want to say my environment really influenced my perspective. Just growing up in those rough neighborhoods, man. Being able to see that at an early age and be able to know that you can overcome those things. Like that's not the life, you have to really follow. So I'm glad that I was able to see, such things at an early age because it just shaped my mind and it shaped my personality, to be a difference, man. And that's what allowed me to continue to keep having this strength to make it, bro. Knowing that I didn't want to go that route or be, in the streets, be around that type of crowd, man. I had to shape my mindset and shape my personality and my focus into what I really wanted it to be, and that was to make it to the NFL, man,
Mm.
which is every kid's dream and every kid's goal, right? So being able to have that mindset at a young age to say, hey, listen, I don't want to go that route. I don't want to be in that environment. I want to do something different with myself. I want to be able to showcase to the world that, hey, listen, we're from New Orleans, right? You ain't supposed to make it out here. But I'm gonna make it out, and I'm gonna show the world that you can make it out, man, and you can be anything in this world that you want to be, man. So I would say that.
Man, listen, I'm telling y'all, hey, Gridiron Crew, Line Crew, y'all in for a treat, man. This brother speaks with a lot of passion and conviction from his heart, and I know it's almost like having a cheat code to UD because like we share that bond of grinding and being on the field and the locker room talks, and so like for me, man, I want to leverage my platform for people to really be able to understand who you are as the person, man, because you're a beautiful soul, man. I told when we was at the Super Bowl, I was talking to one of your homeboys, and they was like, hey, bro, I see you be pushing Dell, man. I appreciate it. I said, bro, we got to protect this brother, man. This brother really care about the community, and he's really doing things that are inspiring change to the youth, right? And the thing that I love about what you're doing, DB, is it's not a viral thing, right? This not the TikTok dances and the foolishness, but gender wars and all that, man. You really doing the work, right? And what I know to be true is that like as long as you keep doing that, you're gonna keep having brothers that's gonna keep singing your praises, man, and your time is coming, bro. And I just want to leverage this platform to be able to shine you, man, because I am as a father that has children, I am truly blessed every time I see your videos, man. Like, can you give me some insight on like how your upbringing like inspired that work ethic and that care for the community that you have?
Yeah, man. So my upbringing was a little different, man. My dad was tough. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of eight. I have siblings all over, but I have my core siblings, me, Lanelle, Kiera, Kid. Like those are my core siblings who were staying with me when I was young or growing up with, right? And being able to enjoy my time with my family, bro, it just allowed me to really understand who I was as a person, man, right? Because you have all these different personalities and you trying to figure out yourself through life, man, and having my siblings there through my upbringing was amazing, man, and it shaped me to wanting to be a football player, man. My dad pushed us every day, Tony. He pushed us every day, man. It was not a day that went by that we wasn't either lifting weights, we were either in tutoring, right? Either we was in the library, either we was at practice getting extra work in, man. So my dad definitely shaped our mental, and he shaped our lifestyle into being who we want to be and what we want to become, man. But it was a hard working mentality that he instilled in us, man, and that's something that I've kept with me on my journey, TH, you know, and I tell all the kids now, man, I said, listen, in order to be where you want to be, you have to work hard, right? You can't just sit up here and work out one day and think that you're going to be amazing. No, it takes constant work, man. It's a daily grind to making it and wanting to be where you want to be in your field. So I would say that, man.
Man, that's so right, bro. I think nowadays kids are growing up in this microwave type of mentality where they expect that I've put in a little hard work, right? I've suffered a little bit, I've dealt with a little bit of pain. Where's the reward type of situation? And you and I know, man, that's just not how life works, you know?
Mhm.
And speaking of that, speaking through, overcoming adversity, man. Um, Talk to me about, and I want to make sure I get it right. McDonough High School, is that how you? Is that
McDonough. Yeah,
McDonough High School?
McDonough. Yeah, yeah.
McDonough High School, man. Talk to me about. I see it bring a smile to your face when I sing the name. What was life like at McDonough High School, bro?
Man, you know what, man? It's crazy. I just had a conversation the other day, man, about my high school, man, and our time there, bro. It was awesome, man. I just want to say I thank all my teachers, man, from Miss Matt, Mr. McLean, man, you know, Mr. Ly, you know, all my teachers, man, who was there, Coach Debo's, man, all my teachers who was there to see me win and to see me succeed, bro. 35 is a prestigious high school down in New Orleans, and I think we're one of the best. I ain't gonna say I think I know we're one of the best high schools in the land, man. And you know, I just really appreciated my time in high school, man. I wasn't no big headed guy. I was always humble. A lot of people say I was chilled. You know, I was laid back. I was quiet for the most part. But I really just enjoyed it, man. I just enjoyed my time being a kid, man, because I know the time was flying, bro, and being able to have those moments in high school and to know I can always go back and watch film on myself in high school and see how I've grown and developed as a young man to a grown adult, man. It's freaking amazing, man. So shout out to 35, man, and the growth that they've taught me, man, and the teachers who've instilled wisdom. For Mr. White, you know, the principal, man. So, you know, it was awesome, man. I really enjoyed 35, and I'm going to continue to keep putting us on the map, man.
I love that, bro. And you want to know what's funny, man? Is you were talking about, you being humble, and I'm looking in the comments and brothers that went to school with you, man. Chancey Aguirre was like, man, this dude's a first class dude, student athlete, emphasis on student. So that just goes to show you, man, your character was being looked at and evaluated, even if you didn't know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and
Chancey,
so,
my dog, man. My
yeah,
guy there,
hey,
man.
he out here in
Yeah.
Dallas
Hey,
jigging, man. He out here
yeah.
doing his thing in Funky Town, man. I'm proud of the young fella. But with that being said, Delvin, like in all of those the ebbs and flows and the ups and downs and the great moments, man, you suffered a pretty horrific injury, man. Can you go into that? And the reason why I want you to is because not only is there probably somebody that could have been dealing with or is dealing with something similar to what you're dealing with, or it might be somebody that's dealing with some sort of emotional pain that might feel like the physical pain that you dealt with. And your story could be a liberating factor for anybody that watches this. So can you kind of go into that moment? What was that like? Like, how did it happen? Your thought process, like just things like that.
Yeah, man. So my injury occurred in October 27, 2006, man, and it was a high school game, and we was playing against Jesuit High, man. You know, that week right there, you know, I felt something eerie that week, man. You know, just throughout my week of preparation, throughout my week of focus, going to school and everything. Like I just felt something off. You just feel something. When the body knows, right? And a lot of people don't know this about my story. So the week before we was playing against Rumble, they had a quarterback by the name of Scotty Busan. We called him Scotty B. He's really good, bro. He's very athletic, man. He was talented. Um, and one play, like he rolled out, I got off the block, and I just went in there and I made my tackle, bro. But something, I felt something in my neck. Like I felt something, bro. But my head was ringing. It was dizzy. I didn't think nothing of it. I was just like, okay, it's just another hit. I mean, I'm used to making this, but I felt something, right? And after the game and everything was good, went home, woke up the next day. We had our morning lift, right? We had our lift the next day after the game. And I felt something in my neck, but you don't want to go tell the coaches, you don't want to go talk to the trainers, you don't want to tell them anything because you want to play, bro. Like you like, okay, I feel this a little nick, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't want them to possibly bench me or put me on the side or possibly miss this game because Jesuit was a team we've never beaten in like 20-something years, bro. I wanted to beat this private school, this Catholic school, excuse me. I wanted to beat this Catholic school so bad, bro. Like, I was like, I'm not going to say anything. So I started doing neck exercises, man. I'm doing more neck exercises. I'm trying to build a strength because I'm just trying to prepare myself for battle, for war the next week. And we playing Jesuit at Tag on the Stadium in New Orleans, man. We was coming out on kickoff. The game is going well, man, making plays, having fun. And then we go into halftime, come out at halftime. We're kicking off to Jesuit. I'm on the left-hand side of the field, man. And, I'm looking up in the crowd, bro. I see the LSU coaches, Ole Miss coach, bro. They got, bro, everybody you could think in the stadium, bro. Like, it was a packed game. It was a big game. And my best friend, Carl, at the time was like, man, I bet you're not going to go make this play. Like, I bet you're not going to, go make this hit. And I wasn't even supposed to be on there, Tony. I wasn't even supposed to be on the special teams this week, man. Like, that's the crazy thing. I wasn't even supposed to be out there this week. But coach got me. He's like, hey, bro, come on, we need you out there. So I get out there, man, and I shot down there, left-hand side of the field, bro. And I just dove in there. I remember everything like it happened, bro. I just dove in there, and I led with my head, right? I didn't drop my head. Right, I just led with my head. I closed my eyes and I just made this big hit, bro. And once I made the hit, man, I rolled over, and next thing you know, everything went dark, bro.
Wow.
Everything. My body stopped moving. Everything went dark, and I could just hear my teammates like, "Hey, D bro, come on, bro, get up. We need you, man. Like, come on, get up, bro." And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, like I want to get up, man, but I can't move. Like, I can't move. And then within like a few seconds after that, bro, this bright white light just appeared, man. It was something I can't really explain, bro. Like, just this white light appeared, and I was just in a all white room, bro. Like, I'm just looking around in this room. And nobody's in there, man. It's just me in the room. And it kind of reminded me of that Bruce Almighty movie with Jim Carrey and Morgan Freeman, man, where they was in the room and he pulled out the filing cabinet, and it was just a long hallway, bro. That's what it was for me, bro. And I was just looking in there like, man, if this is my time, then it's my time. And then within a few seconds of that, bro, my coach come over, and I'm guessing they gave me put the smelling salt under me or whatnot. Not sure, but he was like, he's like, hey, D bro, get up. You all right? I said, yeah. He was like, all right, well, get up. Let's go. I said, all right, bro. Why I got up and just moved, bro. I got up, man. On my own power, took my helmet off and walked off the field, bro. It definitely was a trying time for me, but in that moment, it was a lot of adrenaline going for me, bro. So I wasn't really worried about the pain. I wasn't really worried about the neck injury. I was just worried about the big hit. And, hey, we got to get back on defense. You know what I'm saying? I got to get back out there. So it was 2 or 3 plays that passed by, and I'm jumping up and down on the sideline about to get back in the game. And that's when I feel this little sharp pain in the back of my neck like I was feeling the week before. Yeah. And I'm like, damn. I say, damn. So I turned around and I look at my dad, and I said, I went to my dad, bro. I walked me to my dad. I said, Dad, something back here is bothering me, man. Like, something is bothering me. So he set me down on a bench, and he was like, what's wrong? What's going on? Like, that this back here is just hurting me. So they gave me some ibuprofen. They put the ice bag on the back of my neck, and as I'm taking the pills, bro, I couldn't swallow the pills because my disc. Now that I know, my disc slipped in my esophagus. Wow. So as I'm swallowing the pills, I'm coughing up these pills on the sideline, man, and that's when I just feel this excruciating pain. It's like somebody just took a machete, bro, and just just stabbed me through my back, right through my neck, bro. And I'm like, Dad, I say, Dad, something is wrong. Get the ambulance, man.
Yeah,
Get the ambulance. And they got the ambulance over, put me on a gurney, and they took me to the hospital, man.
man, that's crazy. Like I don't think people really understand what you said, D. Like, bro, you in high school. You suffered this
Yeah.
in high school. And one of the things that hit home with me, you said, like, man, if it's my time, it's my time. Like football is a game that we love, but like we have to respect the severity and the seriousness of what the game can do to you at any given time, man. And for any of those brothers that have gone through that, and for any brother that has those type of injuries, man, like I'm praying for you because, like, man, I can't imagine. And I had an injury too, but nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like it would have caused paralysis. I would have never walked normally again. But like
Yeah.
to know your neck and to think about everything that is attached to that, right? Like
Yeah.
the cerebral cortex, the brain function, all of that. The neck
The
holds all of
medulla.
those structures, man. So it's like Jesus. So what going through that and then having to suffer through that pain, like what is the thought process that you have as it pertains? Because I'm assuming, and this is just me making an assumption. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming doctors are telling you like, "Hey, man, this is it for you as it pertains to this sport. You need to start thinking about doing something else." Where does that put you, from a mentality standpoint?
Man, what I was going through mentally during that time, man, you know what? It was peaceful. You
Mm,
know what? TH is crazy, bro. It was peaceful, man. I really just appreciated everything, man. You know, from the moment of the hit, all the way through the process of me having to relearn how to walk again. And
wow.
let me tell you this, bro. And the reason why it felt so calm and felt so peaceful because it felt like I belonged there. TH,
Mm,
it felt like I belonged there in those moments, in that moment, man. And my doctor or the nurses, not one of them never gave me any negative remarks or any negative feedback about my career being over. And, I was talking to my dad, on my discharge day. And, my dad was like, man, don't worry about football, man. We got to, just focus on your mental, get you back one day at a time. And I was like, no, Dad, I really have to ask this question because this is what's on my heart
mm,
right now. And
mm.
as the doctor, my surgeon, Miguel Melgar, my guardian angel, man, as he was walking out the door, man, I said, Doc, I said, is my career over with? Is football over with for me? Is that it? Like, I just have to ask you, like, is my career over with? This man, this man looked at me, bro. He stopped, turned around, looked at me, man. He said, this is how he talked. He got that Italian. He said, send me two Super Bowl tickets when you make it to the Super Bowl. I said, what? He
Man,
said, send me two Super Bowl tickets when you make it to the Super Bowl. And he walked out, man, and I've never seen Dr. Miguel Melgar again,
wow.
man. Never. I've been trying to reach out to him, bro. I've been trying to find a way to meet him just to go back and thank him, bro, just to praise him, but I could never make it happen, man. So if anybody out there listening and, we can make this work, man, I would love to, um, just reconnect with him, man, just to thank him and appreciate him for taking his time during the surgery process. I know it wasn't no easy task, but to put my life in your hands or to have my life in your hands in those critical moments to save my life and to see me make it all the way to the NFL and beyond, man. I'm appalled. I'm happy. I'm thankful, man. I'm happy, man. So that's it, TH. That's how my mental was during that time, man. When he gave me those words, man, I took it and ran with it, man. Look, I'm telling you, ask my dad, ask my siblings. The next week, I was working out,
Mm,
TH. I was lifting weights, 1 pound dumbbells, right? I'm on the couch. My dad had to move me away. I couldn't even sleep in my bed around my brothers and because my neck was, I just got out the hospital, so I had to have my own area in the house. But when you see me, when my brothers and them, my sisters and them and walk past that room, bro, they saw me in that thing lifting, bro. I was skinny. I lost so much weight, bro. But I was in there lifting, bro. I was like, man, doctor told me to send him Super Bowl tickets. I'm gonna make it, man. This right here don't determine nothing. This is not a denial. It's just delayed. And I worked, bro. Within 3 months, I was back on the track, running track, bro, for my high school 35, bro. In 3 months, TA, out of the
Wow.
hospital, dog.
Wow, man, it's so intriguing to hear this, man. Like, cause for me, like, I look at things from a biblical construct, right? And so, like, you think about it, man. Like, the Bible says in Proverbs 25:11 that, like, a right word fitly spoken is like apples of gold upon a silver painting. Like, it stands out. So for you to ask that question at that young age to that doctor that was getting ready to perform this surgery, and for him to have the right words of saying, "You send me Super Bowl tickets when you make it to the NFL," that elevated your spirit to where you were like, you know what, I'm with you. So you have the doctor, and then you have the Holy Spirit that's operating with you, man. And for you to tell me that in 3 months.
3, bro.
You understand? 3 is the number of Trinity, man. That's the number of unity. And for you to do that in 3 months, man, that's the most high, bro. Your walk was already written. And it's funny that we get to where your walk is already written, because not only did you inspire people that were there and saw that within your own family through your work, my brother wrote a book. Let's talk about Unbroken, man. Let's talk about Unbroken, man.
Yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
what what prompted you to share this experience in this journey with everybody in written form?
You know what, man? Me wanting to share my story in written form and with the world, man, and to the world is, I mean, first and foremost, man, my story is unique, man. And some days I have to pinch myself to really realize, like, I'm the one who really lived it, and I'm living it, each and every day, man. So anytime I get a chance to inspire, to be kind, to be nice, to warn people, to help people, to use my story as a blueprint and a guideline to help them succeed. Um, I'm here for it all, man, and my story exerts that. It exemplifies that to the T, man. Going through childhood trauma, wanting to commit suicide at 9 years old, not understanding where he's at in the world, not understanding that he should have just loved himself more, to a guy who broke in his neck senior year in high school, who had the world at his hands, man. You signed a scholarship, was supposed to go to LSU and be the top dog, right before Patrick Peterson and Tyrann Mathieu, came in, right? Morris
Yeah.
Claiborne and all those guys, right? So you had all that going, and then you had a guy who was just going to overcome any obstacle that came in his life, man. And all that got derailed and delayed. And why not tell a story, man? Because a lot of people out here are going through the same thing. A lot of things are being
Amen.
delayed for a lot of people, and they don't know how to adjust to it, right?
Mm.
So me writing my story will allow people to adjust through life, man. Adjust through your adversity, adjust through the negativity, adjust through the negative words somebody may tell you, adjusting through life in general, bro. Life and going through obstacles about adjustments, right? And if you're not making those necessary adjustments, how are you really getting better? So my story, helps. It just helping people with the adjustments through life, man. Being able to overcome, significant injuries or little injuries, or overcoming mental health issues to now being able to understand coping mechanisms and to help people. So, my book is just a blueprint, and I'm thankful that I wrote it. It's not to talk negatively about nobody. Once you read it, you'll understand who I am and what I became as a person divinely. So,
Yeah.
yeah, man, it's just I wrote it about adjustments, man.
Hey, well, hey, look, you got people on here, man. I need your book. I need your book. This is what I'm going to do, Gridiron. I'm going to get the link from Delvin to be able to order the book, and I'm going to put it on my social media page. You guys can go in there and order that, man, and support the brother. Phenomenal, man. Phenomenal book, man. I was moved by some of the things that I read in it, man. And you know, for me, when I read books, like I like to study them. Like I like to understand what the person is actually saying. So I'm still taking it slow, man. But I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna get through it. But I appreciate you for writing it. You talked about the transition. We moved from high school, and we go and we have this opportunity to go to LSU. Talk to us about the delay aspect of that, and walk people through the story of how we get to LSU, or how we're supposed to be going to LSU, and then now we have to go the CFL route to get ultimately to where you and I become teammates, which is in New Orleans. Walk us through that journey.
Yeah, man. You know, man, my journey was now that I'm looking at it, bro, it was awesome. It was amazing, man. Yeah, I got in some trouble. You know, I've done some things that, you know, the
As we
Most
all
High
have.
wasn't
As we
right,
all
that the Most High wasn't proud of. But hey, it's okay, bro.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
living. I was adjusting to life. We all adjust to life, man. So, you know, once I got through high school, you know, I had my neck injury and everything. You know, I still ended up signing a scholarship to LSU. So shout out to Les Miles, man. Like, bruh, he called me after, you know, I want to say it was like 2 weeks after, 2 or 3 weeks after I got out the hospital, man. I get a phone call from Les Miles, and you know, he was just, you know, he was just wanting to hear my voice, man. You know, and most coaches in most colleges, you know this, T, don't do this.
No.
Once you get hurt in high school, they remove that scholarship. You ain't going to the school. They forget about
Yep.
you, and it's a wrap.
Yep.
But something was special. I told you, TH, it just felt like I was in the right place, bro. Like it just felt so peaceful going all this time, man. And he called me just to let me know that they were going to keep my scholarship.
Mm.
He was like, bro, he said, Delvin, man, we understand what you've been through, man. We know it's not your fault. And, you know, like, but what we're going to do here, we still want you to come here and get your education, and who knows what may happen,
Yeah.
you know? And I was like, what? I thought y'all was going to get rid of me. I thought y'all was going to pull my scholarship and let somebody else come in. He was like, no, we're just going to gray shirt you. Gray shirt you, let you come in, let your body, you know, get some time to heal, get your grades, and you still be an athlete, still be a part of the program. I was like, what? I was like, yeah. So, man, I did that. I didn't arrive to LSU until 2008. January, spring of 2008 when I arrived, man. Drake Nevis became a good friend of mine. And Terrence Tyler became a great friend of mine, man. And we became boys. Thielen Jones, my boy Sadell, you know, we all became close. I never got the opportunity to play in college, bro. That was a rough time for me, man, because I was trying to commit suicide because I just wanted to play football, TH.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, when football is your life, and that's all you had, you know, growing up, and that's all you know, that's all you want to do. And when the doctors kept telling me, no, we're not going to take the chance, you know, we're not going to be liable for anything that happens to you. We just, you know, we want you to just get your education. It really took a toll on me as a man, bro. Like
Yeah.
as a young kid growing up, saying, how you going to tell me football is taken away from me when my doctor clearly told me to send him Super Bowl tickets? You know what I'm saying? So I was going through all those mental issues, plus the trauma from my childhood was creeping back up on me because I never really got what I want to say. I never really got closure from that. I never really saved myself from my trauma, you know, as a kid. So all that was just being bottled up on me at one time, TH, and I didn't know how to handle it, man. So my next thing was just to commit suicide in 2009. In 2010, man. So, you know, it definitely was a rough patch. I told you, I wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
You know, the Most High was looking down at me, man, but I wasn't perfect, man. It was hard, bro. I was taking pills,
Yeah.
you know, I was taking pills trying to commit suicide. Then the next year I tried to hang myself, man. So, you know, it definitely was a trying time, but that was my peaking moment. That's when I knew that the Lord had something bigger for me. The universe had something bigger for me. So that
Man.
was my turning point, TH. I got into playing flag football. I got to dominating flag football at the LSU Rec. I started playing travel flag football, bro. Like my name started becoming a thing. Like people like, man, who is this dude? Delvin Breaux, I thought he broke his neck, man. He's supposed to be playing ball. And you know, more than you know, or slower than you know, I started becoming a big name in flag. So my brother Alex, Shields, we call him Pee Wee. He was like, bro, you should go try out for football now. I said, what? He said, bro, you should go try out for the Voodoo. Go try out for New Orleans Voodoo, which is arena football. Go try out for them. I bet them boys would love to, have you at cornerback. So I told him, give me a year, man. Give me a year. Finally made that happen. I went to play semi-pro with the Louisiana Bayou Vipers. Shout out to Coach Ryan, Coach Mo, Coach Waddell. Shout out to them for giving me an opportunity to showcase my talents, man. Became an all-star there. Then I ended up going work out for the New Orleans Voodoo. Utah Blaze. Shout out to Anthony Griffith, AG. Bro, I got so much to say, TH, because Anthony Griffith was amazing, man. This man, like, I'm gonna talk to you about him too, man. Remind me to talk to you about Anthony Griffith. But he got me a workout with the Utah Blaze, New Orleans Voodoo. I went and killed it, bro. I'm running 4 threes in a 40, man. I'm dominating my shuttles. I'm shutting it down in one-on-ones, and I get 2 offers from Voodoo and the Blaze. I ended up staying home. So my family can, see me play, bro. We right in the Superdome. It's the Smoothie Kingston. We right there. So I had an opportunity to play for the Voodoo. Got left there when playing Hamilton in the CFL, man. Dominated up there, had fun there. And we can talk about that journey later. Then I ended up, coming with the New Orleans Saints, man. I had 28 of the 32 NFL teams wanted to bring me in, and I got to the 15th workout with the New Orleans Saints, and I felt it, bro. I felt like this was it for me, man. This was home. I knew I was going to give everything my best. I was going to give it my all doing the workouts. And TH, man, Sean Payton, man, won't let me leave the facility, man, until I signed with them, man. So that was a great feeling and moment knowing you had a prestigious coach, right? You had a prestigious GM saying, hey, Delvin, you're not leaving out these gates until you sign with us. I felt like, TH, it felt like the football gods was just raining on me. Like, boy, you made it. You made it, baby. You made it. Now it's time to go to work, bro. And that's what I did, man. And, I met you, bro. You guys through my time, man. And I appreciate you guys.
Man, listen, bro. It's so crazy this is why we had these conversations, man, because we don't know all of these backstories, right? Like, I can do as much research as I can and find as much as I can, but like to be able to hear it from you and see how these things align, man. It's so interesting how similar our stories are just in different years. Like for you had that injury with your neck. For me, and I in high school I got hurt too my senior year, game before state, believe it or not. And I tore every L in my body, man. LCL, PCL, MCL, LMNOP. If it's an L in it, it was gone. All right. And so I go to the hospital and I can't move my foot up and down, bro. Like and I got what was called drop foot. It was a paralysis. I couldn't walk much more, let alone play ball. Right. And similar, my mom, put the faith in there and made me, fight for what I wanted. And I had this cast on my leg. They used to hold my leg up because I couldn't do it. And same to you, man, when it comes to the doctors that helped you. Dr. Bruce J. Mosley, and Dr. Raul Nath. I got to talk to Dr. Mosley later on and, thank him. And we were supposed to have dinner, but then we lost in touch with each other and all of that. But I never got to thank Dr. Raul Nath, man. So it's crazy hearing you say this. And I'm like, man, that happened to me. And then now you find yourself, having to fight through things. And I'm not thinking I'm going to play college ball anymore. And like Les Miles, Matt Brown said, hey, look, Tony, we recruited you not only for the athlete that you are, but for the person that you are. And if you want to come to Texas as a scholarship, waiting on you. So I'm hearing you talk about Les, and I'm like, bro, that happened to me, right? And like now we get to New Orleans and you put your work in and you doing your thing and Sean and them don't want to let you out the door. I come in a year or two later and they do the same thing. Like, hey, bro, like you gonna have to sign this contract. We ain't letting you leave. I'm like, bro, like, so it's like, it's crazy to see how people's lives are interwoven, man. And who knows what that's for? But there's certain people in your life to where like, man, we finna do something. I don't know what it is, but we gonna do something. And when that something happens, we gonna be sitting up here talking about, bro, remember when. So it's beautiful to hear that, man. it's something else that I want to. I'm gonna fly this plane really quickly because you started in New Orleans, man. And there's a book, and if you haven't read it, bro, you gotta read this book by Pablo Coelho called The Alchemist.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
this book, man, it's about this particular man who's a shepherd boy. And he wants to go on his own individual journey, his own legend, right? And so he basically is traveling around and he's looking for something. And right off the bat, bad things start happening. A lady steals from him. You know what I mean? He gets jumped. He gets beat up. All of these particular things. He has to work like years for this one guy to make money to get his money back. He goes through all of these things, gets this particular portion, and then finds out that his original treasure was right where he left, right? It was at his home. And so I look at that and I say to myself, man, you went through this whole journey, went through all of these different places, but then you get to play for your home state, man, and see all of the people that watched what you went through. Now they seeing you on Sundays, man. Like, can you explain what that feels like, and what is the mentality for somebody like that to, to continue to persevere when you have every reason to quit?
Yeah, man. Man, man, the feeling is indescribable, man. Man, I cried, bro. I cried, man. I cried. We was playing against Houston, Texas, 2015. It was my first game in the dome, and they had me starting.
Yeah.
I want to say it was Brandon Browner or Keenan. One of them got hurt against Baltimore Ravens the week before preseason game, and they was like, "All right, 40, you up?" I said, "Whoop." So I go in the stadium, bro. I get in there and I see my jersey with my name on the back of the jersey, and I just cried, bro. I took a knee and I cried and I told myself, I said, man, I would never give up on you. I would never
Mm,
give up on you, Delvin, bro. I would never give up on you, bro. And it
man.
was time to go, bro. It was time to go, man. It was time to go, man. And those moments, man, of knowing where my family was in the sections, man, and knowing where they were at in the game, and knowing I had their support, man, was what's amazing, TH, man. I've been through a lot, man, and my family know how much I've been through, man, and and to just know that they were there supporting me, man, through that journey, bro. It was it's an indescribable feeling, man. Everywhere I went, man, people started recognizing me more, and it's just, oh man, Dev, you have an incredible story, and I really just embraced every interaction with every human that I came in contact with, man. Just because you never know when it's over, right? You never know when it's over, man. And I wanted to build as many connections that I could while I was there, man, knowing where I come from and knowing where I came from, man. So it was the feeling of joy. It was the feeling of happiness week in and week out, knowing that I get to put on this uniform, not to just, represent, my last name, but to represent New Orleans, to represent, Louisiana as a whole, man, to represent my journey and what I've been through, man. And week in and week out, man, I just laid it on the line, TH, man. I was doing it with physical, mental, and emotional every week, man. I exhausted myself watching film every week on my opponents, man, just because I wanted to make sure that damn barbershop, them guys at the barbershop don't be talking crazy about me, man. So you know how they go down at
Yes,
the
sir.
barbershop, man. So,
Yes, sir.
you know, I,
They don't pull no punches,
man,
bro.
no,
They gonna tell
man.
you what
So
it is.
I,
Hey, I
so
like
I,
you. Hey, you got smashed on that one play, dog. God damn, bro. What about the 48 other plays where I was dominant? Yeah. They were straight. But them two though.
man, what? Man,
Yeah.
they gonna talk about you like a dog, man. But
Yeah.
that's the love. That's the
All
competitiveness, right? That's the genuineness, of playing this game, man. You get to exhaust yourself, doing something that you love, man. And I don't regret anything that happened. I enjoyed the process, and for a guy like me to continue to have this mindset of never giving up, man. Sometimes, like I said, I gotta pinch myself, bro, because I be tired sometimes, man. I be in that bed, I be like, bro, I don't want to get up and go do this. I don't want to do that, but I always remember my purpose, and my purpose is to adjust. You got to help people adjust in life, man. Just because you made your adjustments don't mean you can leave people behind.
Ooh.
So that's my purpose. You know, I want to bring everybody that I can with me, man. I'm like a little Harriet, you know, Harriet Tubman, man. I want to, just because she was able to succeed and navigate her way through, she didn't just do it by herself. She went back to get people. So it's kind of like that. That's my motto, man. I've successfully overcame, you know, committing suicide. I've overcame, you know, breaking my neck and still making it to the NFL. So why not go back and give, you know, those gems to the people that are going through that, right? Help those people adjust so they can make it too, or at least help them believe that they can make it. And that's where we all win at, right? So that's it for me, man. You'll never see me giving up. You'll never see me quit, man. Anytime they have an opportunity to help kids out and to help adults out, bro, with their mental, I'm here, man.
I love that, man. You know, the good book says the greatest among you will be the servant, bro. And when you can feel people doing it from the heart, man, it's different. We live in a world where a lot of people are doing things for selfish gain. We live in a world where a lot of people are doing things for the applause of others rather than the applause of the man upstairs, right? And so to do what you're doing, man, it is it is humbling to watch because you can tell that it's a gift from love. Like the way that you pour into them kids, man, it's everything. Like, bro, I probably, and if I haven't, I'll go back and do it. But I probably like every video I see with you training them kids, man, because it's like you're not just training them for football, you're training them for life. And if we being 1,000%, bro, in our community, there's not enough men that look like us that are pouring back into these kids' lives when the fathers that have implemented these children in this earth are not doing that. So like I need people to understand like who you are truly, man, as an individual and as a person, man. You're an angel in that community, bro. And I know it get hard, right? That's a thankless job, man. You know, but the people that do thank you are the kids that you're affecting. Them kids come back, you the name that they gonna scream. You're not even gonna be looking for it. But I can tell you because I've done that in my community in places that I've gone and had people hit me up on the inbox. Coach, you don't remember me, but when I was 5 years old, you had this camp or you did this. And man, that's crazy. We never know the impact that we have on people's lives. And so we just got to try to do the best we can. We all going to have our human experiences. We get that. We understand we're not perfect, but we're striving for perfection. And so you move me to another segue, man. You move me to adjusting. And the thing that I like to talk about is the athlete transition, right? What does life look like after sports? And for you, you seem to have transitioned well, man. Like talk to people about your foundation and also for those that might be seeing you for the first time, because it's going to be across all my platforms, YouTube channel, everything like that. So for those that might be seeing you for the first time, talk about the foundation. What is the purpose behind what you guys are doing with Delvin Breaux Foundation?
Yeah, man. Well, first we talking about my foundation, man. Delvin Breaux Foundation is geared towards mental health. It's something that I've always wanted to do. I've seen a lot of guys in the league have foundations, but I never really understood what it meant, right? Until I retired, and you know, and it, like you said, it was an adjustment period for me. Once I got out the league, I had to find out what I wanted to do,
Yeah.
right? And having this nonprofit, Delvin Breaux Foundation, was big for me, man, because it's an opportunity for me to raise funds to help these kids who aren't, you know, getting those types of resources in the communities, man, and being able to have this nonprofit or 501c3
Yeah.
tax exempt is awesome, man, because you see the outpour and the outreach of a lot of people in the communities now. They're gravitating towards mental health and knowing how our mental really affects our day-to-day life. And you know, it's a mission for me to help TAN, which is trauma, abuse, and neglect residents or underprivileged, you know, families, things. And I want them to be able to know that they are loved they're cared for, right? I'm hosting football camps weekly. And the funding that I get or the money that I get, it goes back to my foundation to help each of my athletes get at least 3 or 4 mental health sessions a month, bro, for the
Mm.
rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how important it is. My therapist worked for me, right? I was one of those people who were big with that stigma. Oh, I ain't going to see no shrink. I ain't going to see no psychiatrist. I ain't crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with me. It's because that's what I was hearing growing up. So that's all what was attached to me, right? Until I really understood the fact that, man, hey, having this person, having this psychologist help me understand this trauma or this pain to help me free myself, bro. I think that's a
Yeah.
win.
Yeah.
So why not, why not do this more often? Why not have more people understand, the great benefits of having a counselor or somebody you can talk to or a therapist. So that's something I want to instill in my kids at an early age, man. I want them to be able to be free and feel confident to talk to people about their traumas, talk to people about their adversities, even if they're not going through nothing, just to have somebody to talk to. You can get on the phone with your therapist and just say, hey, I'm having an off day today. What are some things I can do to combat that? What are some ways I can do to, to help me focus better in class? Give me some things that can help me, open up about, right? Their mind, because most kids are more closed-minded than open-minded, right? Because of society, right? We look at society and we let that deter our day-to-day activities and what we do. But if you have your mental intact and you have somebody that you can always reach out to, somebody that you can talk to, whether it's a therapist or a family member, somebody that you're close with, I think it's big, And that's something I want to do. And my foundation talks about that. It speaks on that, man. And I just want everybody to really understand that you can free your mind. It all starts within. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It starts within, man. And the adjustment period from me leaving the league to coming into this, real world, it was tough. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not gonna hold my tongue on that, man. It was tough, bro. I got evicted. I didn't have no hope. I didn't know where I was gonna go. Football, like I didn't have practice. I didn't just wake up and go to practice. It's like I'm free now. What I'm gonna
Yeah.
do, man? So it was a rough patch for me, man. I reached out to the NFL Trust, reached out to certain resources to help me, man. And now I want to tell my story to all my fellow guys who are coming out or future guys who are going to be leaving the league. Like, hey, it's going to be a tough transition if you don't get your stuff together while you're playing. So I advise all my guys who are playing right now, man, get your business plan started. If you want to get you a gym, if you want to, do some entrepreneur stuff, do it while you're
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah.
And get your team while you're playing. Have you some managerial team that's going to help you, build you a foundation while you're playing. That's going to help build your brand while you're playing. That's going to help market you while you're playing. So when it's all said and done, you still have that in play. And I wish I had that, and I wish I had that ear or that listening ear, somebody in my ear when I was going through that times. But you had to go through it to help the next person. So I'm thankful for it, man. And yeah, bro, I love where I'm at. I have a book out now. I've grown through the transition period, man, of the struggle to now I'm striving, man, and I love it, man, and I appreciate the NFL Trust for having my back.
Mm.
I really appreciate them, bro. They really helped me with my bills and things, bro, like rent bills, electricity, like they were really helping and guiding me, man. So I'm thankful for all the scholarship people, the Gridiron Gang. I'm like all those people with the NFL, bro. I'm so thankful because the trust, the PAF, like they really helped me, continue to keep striving, man. So I definitely have to give my hats off to them, bro. I can't leave them out. They helped me, man. So yeah.
I love that, bro. Like, and here's the thing, because I made a post and I talked about this. That the NFL, man, it's kind of like a two-sided thing, because they have the programs, and people like you, man, who find these programs and say, you know what, I'm finna go after it. I'm finna get everything that they have. I love that. The thing that I think that they could get better with is being more accessible and checking on individuals that might not know that those programs exist, man. Because I've come across so
Right.
many people that just don't know about the programs existing, man. And I don't have the answer to that, right? And I don't want to be somebody that complains and not have any type of solution. Is it more marketing? Is it more, having people sign up that are within the Metroplex and then understanding a database and sending out text messages, or having people literally pick up the phone and call individuals? I don't know what that looks like, but your story is so similar to everybody's story. It's similar to my story, bro. Like in my particular situation, man, I jumped out there head first, like we always do as athletes, man, and squandered $300,000 in a bad real estate deal, right? And had to find my way and fight my way back into that, creating businesses, creating opportunities, writing books, creating platforms. Thank God that I was able to get the line of duty to be able to float a lot of things, right? And we got the TNP. That's all praise to the Most High for that. But like to your point, had somebody been in my ear and been able to give me real insight, real valuable solutions on what I'm supposed to be doing when I retire, I would have not went through what I went through. But that's why I always say adversity is our friend and obstacles is akin to family, because of the fact that I went through that, I got more creative, and I was able to create a solution for my brothers by way of written word that has viable solutions to how you find success out here in transition. When I wrote the book, What to Do When It's Done, Navigating Life After the Game, I literally wrote that book for what you're talking about, right? And the thing is that these are not things that, like, when you talk about Unbroken, that's your life story. Can't nobody tell you about your life story. Like, I went through that, right? That book is predicated on things that I've gone through and other brothers have gone through, and then the solutions and seeing those solutions work. And there's a gambit of that. And that's what I want the NFL and the NBA and the MLB to do. I want them to put together programs that say, no, hey, look, this is a step-by-step thing on what you need to do to have success. To your point, athletes, when y'all see this man played in the freaking NFL. High school and collegiate athletes, y'all are trying to get there. And he's telling you right now, start early understanding what your purpose is outside of the sport, right? Because that's going to segue me to this. And we got two more points before we jump off of here. Finances. We got to talk about the finances, bro. Because when we in the league, bro, we getting these checks, 60,000, 600,000, 6 million, 60 million, whatever it is, bro, we never believe that life can get as bad as it does when them checks stop, bro. And I always tell people this too, D. Antoine Walker had $100 million, went broke. So it's not about the amount. It is the same thing that you and I know. It's the system that we have plagued into our minds of spending whatever we want and not really understanding how money works. What did you do, man, to be able to fight that stigma after? I know you talked about the NFL trust, and maybe you can go into that a little bit, but give some, and it don't have to be no financial advisory talk, man, because I got so tired of the rookie PA thing where they save your money, save your money. I'm like, bro, what does that mean? You keep telling me, like, you got, and no disrespect to the older gents that was there and was trying to give us game, but like, bro, you can't tell 21, 22-year-olds who just signed on the dotted line for hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, save your money, like, you're not giving us nothing. Give people real, bro, about what they should probably be thinking about from a financial standpoint.
Man, you know what, bro? I don't really, I can't really talk about finances, bro, because I just finally got me a savings account, TH.
But you can. I'm gonna
You know
tell
what
you
I'm
because
saying?
tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Interject real quick. You can, bro. I'm gonna tell you. You're not the only person. Marshall Falk didn't even know what a checking account was when he signed his deal. He kept his check in his drawer. So yes, you can. You can talk to them
Man,
about the simplistic understanding about getting the savings account. Yes, you can, because bro, we don't know. We like I gotta put my cup down. We don't know. We don't know. So anything that you have is important to us, man.
Yeah, man. I was just I had a financial advisor. You know, everything was smooth with that. I had some adversity going on, bro. I was dealing with a divorce, so I done gave my wife, my ex-wife, money, bro, that I wasn't even supposed to be giving. I just, and I wasn't splurging.
Yeah.
I'm not a guy that's into material things. I bought myself a car, bro. Got a little house that we were staying in, got divorced, and you know, I gave half of my money away when I wasn't supposed. Like I just did useless. I would say careless things with my money, man. As to how I became in a situation I became in, man. I wasn't a materialistic guy. I wasn't buying boats. I wasn't buying chains. I don't go to strip clubs. I can't stand strip clubs. So my money definitely wasn't going there.
Yep.
Going out at every now and again, I'm an antisocial person, man. So where did my money go, bro? It just I don't know. It got lost. You know, I got lost just trying to, just trying to navigate life, man. I'm paying bills monthly when things aren't coming in.
Yep.
That's where I had my fault at. I didn't create ways or create avenues, other avenues for resources to come in, man.
Yeah.
I was just banking on, okay, I got my money in this account, so okay, this is what's going to pay my bills until something hit, but nothing never hit. So I'm slowly looking at my account, deduct every month. I'm taking out a rent, and I'm like, well, damn, I ain't making no hustle. I ain't making no creative bread. I ain't making no nothing. So I let it get low, and shit, things fail, man. And still then I didn't understand anything about a savings account. I always said I wanted to sit down with a financial advisor and just learn,
Yeah.
right? Teach me how to save. Teach me how to invest. I don't care about saving. Teach me how to circulate my money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Teach me how to invest my money. Right? Talk to me about the ROIs. Talk to me about those indexes. Talk to me about the stocks and bonds. Talk to me about things like that to where I could really open my mind up because I wasn't filled with that material growing up,
Yep.
right? Like I said, I just got me a savings account, man. I feel amazing. Boy, when I saw that savings account and I finally got it, I was like, oh, it was one of the best feelings I ever got. So any athlete out there, man, right now, man, dive in, go learn about the savings account, man. Please go learn about it, man. To where, especially guys with the NIL deals and all that, man. Get you some money and go put you some money up, bro. Save you some of that little bread, invest some of that little bread, circulate some of that little bread in some CDs or something like that. Let that money work for you, right? So that's my tools are on what I would give back to these kids growing up, man. Just learn about the investment portfolios. Learn about those things now. Don't wait till it's too late. And remember, it's never too late to learn new information.
Correct.
But I'm telling you right now, you know what I'm saying is we in March. So, 2025, man. So whenever you come across this video, go get some knowledge on that. Go understand what a savings account is. Go get it. Go get an understanding of what a checking account is. You know what I'm saying? Go learn how to write a check. Go learn go know what a checkbook
Yeah.
is. Right? Learn how to read bank statements. Understand what they're saying, man. All those things, the tools that we need to have, so we can continue to keep being successful, man. So those are my words.
This brother, see, that's why I fought like that, bro. You just dropped 1,000 gems on this freaking thing, talking about, man, I don't really know what to tell it, bro. Everything that you just said, bro, I promise you, bro. Like this I ain't never been so confident, bro. But this might go viral, bro, because of Delvin, bro. Do with me, bro, because it's authentic, bro. This is who you are.
Yeah,
Like
it happened.
you telling these kids this, man. Like I'll give you an example. CJ Stroud, when he talked about when he walked out of Ohio State, bro, he had a $400,000 tax bill, bro. What happens if he don't go first round?
Shoo,
See what I'm saying? So like,
shoo.
that's what I'm saying. Like you do know, bro, and like this, everything that you talked about is important. I got a business partner of mine. His name is Dre. He has an entire financial playbook where it's like children's books and things like that, where he helps individuals to understand finances and money and things like that. So
Yeah.
that's how he's implementing. But the information that you just gave, that's the stuff that these kids need because it sparks thought, right?
Yep.
Man, Coach DB say, go learn about this. All right, let me go online real quick. Let me hit up Chat GPT real quick. Let me holler at mama and see if she can get me connected with a banker or whatever. Bro, it's just simplistic things. Because what's going to happen and what we're seeing happening now with the NIL is that they're getting all of this money and they don't have teams around them to help them manage it. And so the parents are looking at the 7th and 8th grade kids, they take it out in certain situations, and everybody's squandering the money. So what you're saying and what you're presenting, bro, is important, bro. And I thank you for sharing, man. And so as we get ready to wrap up, man, this is the reflection period. You've been able to go through all of these events in life. You've written about it. You're doing better. You actually have, and it's funny because you actually have more things that you're doing. I've been seeing you with the cannabis stuff and all of that. So you have certain things out there, bro. That's why I be telling you, bro. I know you, boy. I know you getting after it now, man. You got your money working for you, man. What piece of advice would you give to the athlete that might be trying to figure out what this thing about sport is about, right? Whether it's about understanding their purpose or understanding that they're beyond the game, whatever like life lesson that you want to leave, this is your time to do that. What would you tell the athlete?
Man, be you, man. To all my athletes out there, bro. Girls, whether you're a girl, whether you're a boy athlete, male, female athlete, man, be you. Right? That's it, man. Just be you. Everything starts from within.
Yeah.
All right. When you wake up in the morning, make sure you lead with affirmations. Right? Tell yourself, I am, I will, I can, I believe. Right? Everything starts with you. Everything starts with prayer. So make sure you praying to the Most High, you praying to the universe, praying to the Lord, and your visions. Right? Student athletes, we always have visions. So make sure you visualize everything that you want. You can either write it down or you can keep it in your memory bank. Remember, it's for you. Right? Everything starts from within. I'm gonna keep saying it. Everything starts from within, and make sure you take deep breaths each and every day. Right? Take deep breaths, right? God is breath, life is breath. So you breathe, you living, you life, right? Each and every day, man. And then just like I said, just be you, bro. When you go on your journey, be you, man. Don't worry about what the naysayers say. You hear it, but you block it out, right? It's called gray area, white noise. You block out all that gray area, you block out the white noise, right? Keep your blinders on like horse. All right, keep your blinders on like horses, man. Just focus on you, stay in your lane, have fun, right? Enjoy the moments. They're gonna go by fast, right? Enjoy the moments and reflect on your moments, right? When you go do something, go back home and reflect on how that made you feel, right? Pay attention to your body, pay attention to your signs, right? Especially my high schoolers that's going to college. Right, my athletes, my high school athletes that are going to college, it's going to be a different world. It's going to be a different game, right? Yeah, your parents only could prepare you for so much, but once you really get into the world and see how fast paced it is, then you're going to have to make those adjustments, those necessary adjustments. Remember, don't fit in a crowd. Remember, it starts within. So don't fit in, it starts within. Don't fit in, it starts within. So it starts with you. Don't fit in. Find your way, navigate your way through this life. Take learning lessons from people that you meet. Right, everybody's a connection to where you're going in your life. So when you come in place with those connections, make sure you appreciate them, reflect on them, and just enjoy them. That's it.
Man, listen, brother Delvin, man, from the heart, man. I appreciate you so much, man, for just your insight and your wisdom. Like I said, like I feel like this is gonna be one of those ones, man, because it's so insightful and impactful. I'm gonna put all of your stuff in the captions in the comments so they can reach out to you and everything like that. Text me whatever links you want me to put in there too, and I'll throw that in there as well. And my part word is simple, man. The sport is what you do. It's not who you are. And when you stay aligned with the divine, everything will unwind in its proper time, man. So we're gonna keep it smooth like that. So
Man, I
D,
love it, bro.
I appreciate you, man.
Hey,
Thank you,
man.
man.
Hey, make sure y'all go check out Unbroken. I'm trying to get
Yeah,
this thing turned into a movie, man. I'm trying to get this story told to a lot of people, bro, because it'll be very beneficial to people on their journey and where they at. My story will meet you where you at in your life right now. So go to Amazon. I have signed copies on hand. I have about 20 signed copies on hand. They're $25. If not, you can go get them from Amazon. It's called Unbroken, Unbreauxken. Man, peace.
right. Run you up. Well, young lions, we out.
Yes, sir. One.